Have you ever found yourself doing everything and still feeling not good enough? Picture this. You're acing your job, leading meetings with confidence, then rushing home to cook dinner, help with homework, and keep the house perfect, all while smiling through exhaustion. You're the superwoman everyone admires, juggling public success and private devotion. Yet late at night, that voice creeps in. You should have done more. You're failing. It's an ache that stabs deep, isn't it? You've given your all, but the mirror reflects inadequacy, and you blame yourself. Why can't you just be enough? I've seen this in friends, women like you, who rise early to plan flawless days, only to collapse under self-criticism. One friend, a manager and mother, nailed a promotion but cried over a messy kitchen, convinced she'd let her family down. Another juggles freelance work and parenting, yet feels guilty for not volunteering more. These aren't isolated moments. They're a silent struggle many of you carry, a weight no one talks about. This is Wonder Woman syndrome, a psychological state where you feel compelled to be everything to everyone, yet never measure up, no matter how much you achieve. It's not your fault. It's a trap set by expectations, past wounds, and a world that demands perfection. In this video, we'll dive into why this haunts you, unpacking the roots of this syndrome, the emotional toll it takes, and how it ties to your deepest fears. You'll feel the weight lift as we explore real stories, like that friend's tears, and discover why you're not alone. By the end, you'll find hope, a path to healing, to release that blame, and embrace your worth. So, settle in, let your heart open, and let's walk this journey together. It's time to set Wonder Woman free. Wonder Woman syndrome explained. You felt that ache of doing everything and still feeling not enough. That silent struggle as Wonder Woman syndrome takes hold. But what is this invisible burden you're carrying? Let's dive into its heart, uncovering why it grips you so tightly, and feel the weight of its roots as we go. This is your story, and you're not alone in it. Psychological definition. Wonder Woman syndrome is that relentless drive to do it all, to excel at work, nurture your family, shine in every role, because deep down, you believe it proves your worth. It's not just multitasking. It's a psychological state where you feel you must be superhuman to be loved or valued. Picture yourself juggling flaming torches, career, home, friendships, each drop a failure you internalize. Psychologists call this a trap of self-worth tied to perfection, a cycle where no achievement ever feels sufficient, leaving you exhausted yet still blaming yourself. Deep roots. This syndrome doesn't come from nowhere. It's planted in deep soil. Social expectations demand you be the perfect wife, mother, professional, all at once, a standard that's shifted but never softened. Traditional gender roles whisper that your value lies in caregiving and pleasing others, stacking guilt when you rest. Then there's childhood trauma, maybe a parent's criticism or a moment you felt unseen, seeding the belief that only flawless effort makes you enough. I knew a woman whose mother praised her only for straight A's, leaving her chasing approval into adulthood. Those roots tangle into your psyche, pulling those invisible chains tighter with every task. Evidence from life. This isn't just theory. Surveys show 70% of women feel guilty when taking a break, a statistic that might hit close to home. Anecdotes back it up. A friend confessed skipping lunch to finish a project, then felt ashamed for not baking cookies for her kids. Another, a single mom, worked late to prove her worth, only to cry over a missed school play. These moments reflect a shared struggle, your struggle, where rest feels like failure, and doing more never fills the void. That guilt, that pressure, it's Wonder Woman syndrome at work, a silent epidemic few name. Your inner battle. Those torches you juggle, that guilt you carry, they're not your fault. They're echoes of a system and a past. But recognizing them is your first step to freedom. Stay with me to feel the toll this takes and how you can break free. Burnout and personal crisis. You felt the pull of Wonder Woman syndrome, that drive to prove your worth by doing it all. And now let's step into a story that might mirror your own. Meet Claire, a 36-year-old marketing manager and mother of two, whose life seemed like a triumph until the weight of her roles crushed her. Feel her journey unfold, because it could be yours too. Happiness, the golden start. Claire started with a glow, landing a promotion, her kids beaming at her homemade birthday cakes. her husband praising her balance. She thrived, juggling client pitches by day and bedtime stories by night, her heart swelling with pride. "I've got this," she'd think, basking in the applause of a life well lived. Happiness wrapped her like a warm blanket, and she wore her superwoman cape with joy. Burden, the silent load. But soon, that cape grew heavy. Deadlines piled up, the kids needed more, and her husband's expectations shifted. She cooked, cleaned, led meetings, all while smiling, yet the load pressed down. Late nights blurred into early mornings, and the praise faded into demands. Her body ached, her mind raced. Still, she pushed, whispering, "I can handle it," even as the burden bent her shoulders. Doubt, the cracks appear. Doubt crept in next. Was she doing enough? A missed soccer game gnawed at her. Had she failed her son? A colleague's success stung. Was she slipping at work? Her reflection showed tired eyes, and that inner voice hissed, "You're not enough." The golden start tarnished, and she questioned every choice, her confidence crumbling under the weight of perfection she couldn't reach. Collapse, the breaking point. Then came collapse. One evening, after a presentation flop and a fight with her daughter over homework, Claire sat on her kitchen floor, sobbing. Dishes piled high, her phone buzzed with unread emails, and her chest tightened with panic. She couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Her body surrendered, her mind a storm of self-blame. "I failed everyone," she gasped, hitting rock bottom, the Wonder Woman cape in tatters. Realizing the problem, a glimmer of truth. In that darkness, a glimmer broke through. A friend visited, sat with her amid the mess, and said, "You're trying to be everything. When did that become your job?" Claire paused, the words sinking in. She saw it, the syndrome, the endless roles, the guilt for resting. Tears fell, but this time with realization. She wasn't failing. She was breaking under a myth. You can be in that stage without even knowing it. Rushing, smiling, collapsing, all while the problem hides in plain sight. Your mirror. Claire's story is your story if you felt that pressure, that collapse. That glimmer can be yours too. Stay with me to understand the toll this takes and how to rise from it. In-depth analysis, Jungian psychology and the woman's shadow. You've walked with Claire through her burnout, felt that collapse under the weight of Wonder Woman syndrome. And now let's dig into why this haunts you so deeply. Carl Jung, the master of the mind, offers a lens to see this struggle through his ideas of the shadow and persona. These are the hidden parts of you, shaping your endless drive, and understanding them can light your path to healing. Feel the layers peel back as we explore together. The shadow and persona unveiled. Jung saw the persona as the mask you wear, the perfect woman, the caregiver, the achiever, crafted to show the world what it expects. It's your Wonder Woman cape, shimmering with strength, but it hides your true self. Beneath it lies the shadow, the rejected parts, the fears, the needs you bury, like exhaustion or the longing for rest. Picture that mask as a shield, beautiful yet heavy, while the shadow lurks behind, whispering doubts you've ignored. For you, this dynamic fuels the syndrome, pushing you to perform while silencing your soul. Why women deny their need for love and acceptance. Why do you deny that deep need for love and acceptance? It starts with the world's script. Society tells you to be self-sufficient, to not need, especially as a woman. Traditional roles demand you give without asking, and childhood wounds, like Claire's pressure to please, teach you that needing love is weakness. You hide that vulnerability, stuffing it into the shadow, afraid it'll crack your persona. I knew a woman who smiled through burnout, terrified to admit she needed help, fearing it made her less. That denial keeps you running, chasing worth through deeds, not connection. Wonder Woman as a persona symbol. See Wonder Woman as your persona, a symbol of that social mask. She's the warrior you project, battling expectations with a smile, built to protect you from hurt. But that shield comes at a cost. Every success feels hollow because it's not you. It's the mask. Jung believed the persona, while useful, becomes a prison when it overshadows your shadow's truth. Imagine her standing tall, cape fluttering, yet inside, a child cries for love she won't let herself seek. That's your struggle, hiding your need behind a heroine's facade, leaving you inadequate no matter how much you do. Your hidden strength. This shadow isn't your enemy. It holds your power, your need for love, your right to rest. That persona mask can soften, revealing your true self. Stay with me to feel the toll this takes and how to embrace that strength. Practice healing and being friends with yourself. You felt the weight of Wonder Woman syndrome, walked with Claire through her collapse, and uncovered the shadow and persona shaping your struggle. Now, it's time to heal, to become friends with yourself, to let go of that endless proving. Carl Jung believed wholeness comes from embracing your inner truth, and I'm here to guide you with steps that can transform your life. Feel that hope rise as we step into this sacred space together. Dialogue journal with your inner child. Start with a dialogue journal. Grab a notebook and a quiet moment. Write a letter to that little you, the one who felt pressured to be perfect. Begin with, "Dear little me," and ask, "What do you need?" Listen in your mind. Maybe she says, "I need rest," or "I need you to love me." Respond with kindness. "I see you, and I'm here." I knew a woman, Sarah, who wrote to her 8-year-old self, admitting the guilt of missed playdates. Her reply was, "Just be with me." Tears fell, but a peace followed. Her inner child felt heard, and so can yours. Exercise to identify your true needs. Next, separate your true needs from society's demands. List what you think you should do. Work late, cook every meal. Then ask, what do I truly need? Maybe it's rest, joy, or connection. A friend, Lisa, realized she should host perfect dinners but needed quiet time instead. Cross off the shoulds and circle your needs. Feel that liberation as you honor your soul, not the world's script. Create healthy boundaries. Now, build boundaries to protect that truth. Say no to extra tasks, delegate at home, or set work hours. It's not selfish, it's survival. Claire, after her collapse, started leaving work at 6 p.m. despite guilt, and found her family thrived with her presence. Practice this. Next time you're asked to do more, pause, breathe, and respond, "I can't right now." Feel that power grow as you reclaim your time. Art as a self-healing method. Let art heal you. Draw your inner child. Write a poem about your journey, or dance to a song that lifts you. One woman, Jen, sketched her tired Wonder Woman, then added flowers around her. Her anxiety eased as she saw beauty in rest. Another, Maria, danced alone, letting tears flow, and felt her burden lift. Pick a medium. Let it flow without judgment. Imagine colors or movements releasing that pressure, a gift to yourself. Real-life triumphs. These steps work. Women have overcome this syndrome. Sarah now schedules me time, her guilt fading. Lisa hosts casual dinners, embracing imperfection, and feels lighter. Jen paints weekly, her self-worth blooming. Maria dances in community, her joy restored. Their stories are yours if you choose this path. Real women, real healing, proving you can break free. Your journey to wholeness. This is your healing, dialogue, needs, boundaries, art. You're not meant to be everything. You're meant to be you. Stay with this feeling, and let's close with how to embrace that truth fully. You've journeyed far, unmasking Wonder Woman syndrome with Claire's story, diving into your shadow, and learning to heal with your inner child. Now, let this truth settle into your heart. You don't have to be a superhero to be worthy of love. That cape you've worn, heavy with expectations, isn't your worth. It's a burden you can lay down. Feel that relief wash over you, the freedom to just be you, flaws and all. Returning to yourself. Every time you dare to put down your burdens, saying no to extra tasks, resting when you need it, embracing your true needs, you're returning to yourself. It's not failure, it's courage. Picture that moment. You drop the flaming torches of perfection, and instead of falling, you rise, lighter, truer. Claire found this when she left work early, her son's hug reminding her she's enough. Sarah felt it riding to her child's self, her tears turning to joy. This is your homecoming, a step back to the woman you were meant to be, not the one society scripted. A call to connect. You're not alone on this path. I want to hear from you. Share in the comments. Are you living authentically or wearing a Wonder Woman mask? Maybe it's the mask of endless doing or the fear of being seen as weak. Let's lift each other up. Your story could inspire another. Share this video with a friend who needs this hope, and subscribe to join our community of women reclaiming their worth. Hit the bell for more healing journeys ahead. Embrace your light. Close your eyes and feel this. The wound of inadequacy, the struggle to prove yourself, it's where your light enters. Like a crack in a vase letting beauty shine through, your healing transforms pain into strength. You don't need to be invincible. You need to be real. This is your moment to shed that mask, to love the woman you are. Once you see your worth, Jung might say, you shape a life that reflects it. So, step into that golden horizon. Your authentic self awaits, and the world is ready for her.